Welcome to the 14th episode of the Crumbl Cookie Weekly Review. Happy Crumbl Monday to all you out there. Hopefully you guys are just as excited as I am. Well, close to as excited as I am. I'm always super excited for this. Oh man, I can never get enough of Crumbl. By the way, Crumbl, thank you for that party box you sent me. I'm going to put that to some seriously good use. Maybe the rematch of a 10,000 calorie Crumbl challenge, or maybe something even more wild. I don't know. I'm open to ideas. Crumbl's always on my mind. I have a vacation coming up in late June. Going to spend a week in San Diego, California. And of course, what's the first thing that I do? I look up to see where the Crumbl locations are. Just where my mind goes. So let us take a look at what we have here this week. All right. Look at this. Looks mighty fine. We got that Dulce De Leche, cake batter, Buckeye Brownie. Well, I can smell that peanut butter from here. And a new cookie, maple oatmeal. And of course, these are all new for me. And very excited about this. And I'm sure you can't guess, I am starving right now. So let's just jump right into this. And we're just going to go in order here. And start with Dulce De Leche. Now I have to say, this is a mighty fine looking cookie. It is a cinnamon cookie, and I can smell that, and we got different layers of caramel here, so different colors. All right, let's give this a shot here. So this is a chilled cookie. I was a little worried that with all this kind of the dark caramel frosting, and then we got this other dollop of here, might be too strong, but it really isn't the case. I get a great caramel flavor. Sweetness, I think, is really perfect on it. Really good. Yeah, this is done well so far. Of course, I'm gonna need a few more bites though. Just layers of caramel. I'm not exactly sure what this frosting is. Just kind of refreshing. Just a good cinnamon caramel type cookie. Again, I have to say I'm pretty surprised by this. I didn't think it was going to be as balanced as well as it was. Really nice cookie. Last bite. All right, let's jump into cookie number 2. We have cake batter. Nothing surprising about how this looks. Just we got a nice layer of cream cheese cake batter type frosting. Cake batter type cookie. I see a little bit of sprinkles in there, quite festive, and then some cake batter crumbs on the top. Pretty hefty cookie here. I wouldn't say it's chilled. Cookie feels room temperature, and the frosting is chilled. So, all right, here we go. Definitely taste the cake batter in there. Of course, the cream cheese frosting. You can tell that it's not like a regular vanilla type cream cheese frosting. It is a cake batter. I have to say this is very similar to the birthday cake cookie. I have to say this one, I do get a little bit stronger flavor of cake batter than I do on the birthday cake, but they're pretty close. Nothing surprising about this. I mean, it tastes like cake batter, which if that's your jam, this is going to hit home for you. All right, let's go for another bite. Right there, yep. Looks like you'd think it would. Good layer of cream cheese frosting. I have to say, you do get that cake batter taste really throughout. Cream cheese is going to hit you a little bit more up front. And then the cookie kind of finishes with the doughy cake batter flavor from the actual cookie itself. So, yeah, I think that's pretty nice. Get a little bit of everything in there. Last bite. All right, let's jump into the third cookie. We have Buckeye Brownie. Now, this is a warm, heavy, but soft cookie. Here we got the layer of semi-sweet chocolate on there. Looks like a big, hefty chunk of peanut butter and like a chocolate brownie cookie, which is very reminiscent to all the chocolate cookies they do for the most part. So, oh boy. All right, here we go. I think this one's going to be pretty rich. Wow, that is a sticky beast. The chocolate, the peanut butter, there's no eating this cookie fast. There is a hefty amount of peanut butter in there, so where normally these chocolate peanut butter type cookies, the chocolate just so overpowers the peanut butter you don't taste it. Well, not so much here. I mean, you definitely taste the chocolate more than anything, but you do get good hints of that peanut butter because it's a mighty serving of peanut butter on the top there. The semi-sweet chocolate, though, it does make it very strong chocolatey. I feel like this cookie could be a little sweeter for me, but again, I'm sure it's intended to be that way. All right, let's go for the next bite. This cookie is falling apart on me. It is quite soft. Got that good layer of semi-sweet chocolate on the top, thick amount of peanut butter. One of the least sweet cookies I've had from them. It is just a in-your-face chocolatey brownie peanut butter type cookie. Boy, oh boy. Oh, when you take a big fat bite like that, though, that peanut butter and chocolate sure sticks to the roof of your mouth. Last bite. Woo! All right, let's jump into the fourth and final cookie. A brand new one. Maple Oatmeal. Hopefully I can zoom up on this thing without dropping any of that oatmeal streusel on the top. But we got a cinnamon maple cookie. Now, I'm a little worried. Last time I've seen maple frosting of this caliber was on the maple bacon cookie, and that maple frosting on there was, you make your eyes pop out. It was so strong. So I'm hoping this is a little bit more balanced. And all right, here we go. Maple jumps out at you first, but I can taste the oatmeal, I can taste the cinnamon, those bits of that oatmeal on the top, and those chunks is actually really delicious, adds some good texture and flavor. So far, I don't feel like the maple is too overpowering. I feel like it's tasty, balanced on there. Yeah, so far so good. All right, let's keep going here. Yeah, that next bite was excellent too. I get a good, dense oatmeal flavor from the cookie itself. Definitely taste that maple frosting on there, but it is it's not, you know, punch in the face really super strong. It's actually balanced pretty good. So yeah, I'm surprised by this. All right, last bite, big bite. Alrighty, there's 4 more cookies destroyed. Boy, this is, you know, these cookies had their own character and personality this week, brought a whole different feel to it. So, time to let this process, and we're going to come back with individual cookie ratings and a weekly score. All right, I'm back and these cookies have fully processed and it's time to give some ratings. We're gonna start with the Dulce De Leche. Now this was a great cookie. I was surprised by it. I thought the caramel would be just kind of overpowering and maybe just make it too simple. The frosting gave it a creaminess. It added just a dimension that just wouldn't have been there without it. And it really brought the cookie to another level. So I have to say, it was well balanced with the cinnamon, the caramel, and then kind of that creamy frosting. Yeah, I have to say that cookie was really good. I'm going to give that one an 8.5. Moving on to the cake batter. Not a whole lot to say about this cookie. I would say it's near identical to the birthday cake. Hard to tell the difference. You get that good cake batter flavor in the cookie and in the cream cheese frosting as well. Yeah, I mean, it's balanced well and it's gonna be what you think it is. Very delicious. I'm gonna give that one an 8. Moving on to the Buckeye Brownie. Now this was a intense, chocolatey, thick, peanut buttery, conglomerate of just a lot of decadent flavors. And, you know, this is really just not my style of cookie. When you look at it, you're like, you're going to know what to expect when you eat it. You just get that intense chocolate brownie, a lot of peanut butter flavor, rich peanut butter flavor as well, which is great, but it is really just overpowered by so much of that chocolate. And with the semi-sweet chocolate and the brownie, neither one of those are really on the sweet side. It is definitely more of the intense, you know, I don't want to say like a dark chocolate feel because it really doesn't have the bitterness, but it is a very strong, intense chocolate without the extra sweetness. So if you like that, boy, this cookie is going to give it to you. I think done very well, just not my style of cookie. I'm going to give that one a 7. And lastly, we're moving on to the maple oatmeal. Here's a cookie I was very pleasantly surprised. I was a little nervous. That maple frosting, last time I had a maple frosting like that, I got gut checked. It was so powerful. This one wasn't that way at all. The cinnamon maple oatmeal cookie was great, dense, great flavor of the oatmeal, that oatmeal streusel on top, good texture, good flavor, and then the maple, it all balanced together. You got a good, strong maple flavor, but nothing like eye-watering, you know, overpowering maple. So I think overall they did that cookie really well. It was delicious. I'm going to give that one an 8.5. And that's going to give the total weekly score of 32.0 with an average cookie score of 8.0. So not quite as good as some of the weeks we've had prior, but Crumbl was on an insane run that was impossible to sustain. So I think some excellent cookies in their own right, some pretty strong flavors, and some specific types of cookies that really is going to reach out to the people really looking for those types. Yeah, all in all, great week. It's always a great week when I get to eat some Crumbl cookies. Really enjoyed it, as I always do. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in next week's episode.